Washington. My name is George Washington. I am known as the father of our country. I was born on February 22, 1732 in Westmoreland County, Virginia. I married widow Martha Danders Custis and had 2 stepsons. On May 1775, I was appointed as a general of the Continental Army. Over the course of 6 years, I led the army to victory over the British. I was elected the first president of the USA on April 30th, 1789. I was president from 1789 to 1797. John Adams was my vice president. A few years after I left office, I caught a bad cold and died of a throat infection on December 14, 1799. My handsome face now appeared on the $1 bill.
John Adams was the second president of the United States. He was born Quincy, Massachusetts, October 30, 1735. He married Abigail Smith in 1764. He at Harvard University studied law. John Adams died on July 4, 1826, at the age of 27.
My name is Thomas Jefferson, the 3rd President of the United States of America. I was born April 22nd. I was the 3rd President of the United States of America. I served of 108 to 109. Before I was President of the United States of America, I was Governor of Virginia. I was the author of the Declaration of Independence, July 4th, 176. I wrote Virginia's Freedom Act. I founded the University of Virginia. I died on July 4th, 1826, 50 years after the Declaration of Independence was written. Thank you, my fellow Americans.
Good morning. I am James Madison. James Madison was born on March 16, 1751 in Port King, Georgia. He was remembered as the father of the Battle of. He was the of 12. His father was a planter. And he was remembered as the father of the Bill of Rights. He was the politician of 12 children. His father was a tobacco planter. His career roles were politician and statesman. He was educated in Princeton. He married Dolly Payne and on September 15, 1751, he was a widow. He adopted his wife's grandson, Johnny Main. They called Jimmy. Even of the secretary. Of one surviving son, John May. He was the fourth president of the U.S. of 2 terms as father. Thank you, my love Americans.
James Monroe was born on April 28, 1758 in Westmoreland County, Virginia. He was elected the 5th President of the United States in 1817. He is most remembered for the Monroe Doctrine as well as expanding U.S. territory from Florida to Spain. James Monroe was the last of the founding fathers who died in 1831 for heart failure. Thank you, my fellow Americans.
Jackson was born March 15, 1767 in the He was the 7th President of the United States. He became the President March 4th, 1829 to March 14, 1837. He was dead June 8, 1845 at age of 78 in Tennessee. Thank you, my fellow Americans. Abraham Lincoln was the 16th President of the United States. He was born on February 12, 1809. As a young boy, Abraham Lincoln lived in a log cabin and loved books and school. He would read any chance he had. When he grew up, he became a lawyer. He was elected to Congress in 1846. He became president in 1860. He was the president during the Civil War. President Lincoln issued the Impeachment Proclamation
and helped free many slaves. Because of his work, the 13th Amendment freed all of the slaves in the United States. In 1863, President Lincoln wrote the Gettysburg Address. It was only a few minutes long, but it is a great speech in American history. The speech starts with very famous words. 407 years ago, our fathers brought forth on this continent a new nation conceived in liberty and decided to the proposition that all men are created equal. President Abraham Lincoln was shot by John Wilkes Booth while attending a play at Ford's Theater in Washington, D.C. He died the next day on April 15, 1865. Thank you, my fellow Americans.
I am the 26th President of the United States of America. At 42 years old, I am the youngest president to ever hold office. I am Theodore Roosevelt. I started the Rough Riders, the first U.S. volunteer cavalry. We fought in Cuba against Spain in the Spanish-American War. Why do people call me Teddy? I took a hunting trip in 1902 in Mississippi. Other members of the party spotted bears except for me. The hunting guides tied a bear to a willow tree and called me to shoot. I couldn't do it. I ordered this bear to be put down to end its pain. A cartoonist drew a cartoon showing how I refused to shoot a bear. A New York shop owner put in his shop window two stuffed toy bears his wife had made. He asked me if he could call these toy bears Teddy's bears. That's why I am known as Theodore Teddy Roosevelt.
Frequently known Roosevelt, who is known as FDR, was the 32nd President of the United States of America. FDR served 4 terms as president, which is longer than any other president. He was a very popular president because he helped lead the United States out of the Great Depression. FDR passed a series of programs known as the New Deal that helped people get jobs. He was president during the Pearl Harbor bombing and World War II. On April 12, 1945, FDR died while he was still president. He is known as one of the greatest presidents because he successfully led the United States out of a terrible crisis. Thank you. Thank you, my fellow Americans.
Harry S. Truman was the 33rd President of the United States of America. Truman was married and had 1 daughter. Truman served in World War I. Truman was president during the beginning of the Cold War and during the Korea War. Truman is known for using the atomic bomb on Japan. During World War II on August the 6th, 1945.
My name is Johnathan Kennedy. My friends call me Jack, which is my nickname. I was born and grew up in Brookline, Massachusetts. I was one of the 9 children. After I grew up, I joined the military where I worked on boats. After the military, I began working in became a centaur, and then went on to become president. I was the 15th president of the United States of America. I was also the second youngest president, behind Theodore Roosevelt. I am the only president to have been awarded a prize for my books, Profiles in Courage. I was still a push forward for the United States to put a man on the moon. I was only able to serve as president for 2 years, 1961 to 1963. Sadly, I presidency was cut short when I was assassinated in Dallas, Texas on November 22nd, 1963. Hello. Thank you, my fellow Americans.
Ronald Reagan was the 40th President of the United States. He was born on February 6, 1911 and died on June 5, 004. He was a Republican who served from 1981 to 1989. His wife was Nancy Davis Reagan. He was also Governor of California, and he was a radio, film, and television actor. Ronald Reagan would be 97 years old this year. Thank you, my fellow Americans. Barack Obama was born in Hawaii. He is the first African American president. He was born on August 4, 196. He is of the United States. He was the from 1907 to 2004. He has been 209 was named Nobel Prize the year he was or 203.